Hey guys, how you doing? Trying to set up the camera here. Alright, so I got my book right here, wrote down notes, and this is the Equalizer 2 review that I was trying to do yesterday, but I failed miserably over countless of times. So, my name is Victor Walters, as you guys know, and this right here, let's go ahead and get this done. Let's see if I can get this done now. The Equalizer 2 is directed by Antoine Fuqua, produced by Todd Black, Jason Blumenthal, Denzel Washington, and the screenplay is done by Richard Wenk. It's also based on the show from the 1980s with the same name. They also kept the main character's name from the actual show from the 80s as well, Richard McCall. And the movie was shot and filmed, it's filmed around Boston, Massachusetts, and Istanbul, Turkey. Now, The Equalizer 2 is a 2018 film. It is a sequel to the 2014 Equalizer. The film stars Denzel Washington, Pedro Pascal, and Melissa Leo, and it follows retired CIA agent Robert McCall. And the story is basically, it's very simple, very simple. After Robert's closest friend is murdered, he sets out to find who done it. So it's basically a revenge story. And the story, how I should say it basically centers. Sorry. It stays on track, but then sometimes derail because it has side characters, and the way he interacts in these side characters' lives, how he gets involved. He works as a Lyft driver, and for people who don't know what a Lyft driver is like an Uber driver, a car service basically, and they're on high demand, and you use your phone basically to contact a driver, etc., etc. And Denzel, who's played Robert McCall, our main character, works for the Lyft. And sometimes he will, hear some positive things, negative things. What else? Sometimes so bad that he has to intervene. And he does it very anonymous, of course. And he's trained to be anonymous. And now, the best thing about this movie is Denzel Washington, period. He also takes up a kid in the residence. Takes him underneath his wing. Try to teach him how to be good and to stay off the streets and everything. I'm going to give this film a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Melissa Leo, who plays Robert McCall's closest friend within the story. And I just spoiled it. Oh, God. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to have to change the thing. I'm dumb. I just spoiled the movie. Shit. Anyway. She does a fantastic job. I'm kind of a little iffy about the on and off rails part of the story. I'm sorry, I'm doing this on my phone. What else? Bill Pullman, he has a small role in here as well, but he doesn't do so much. Peter Pascal, he is the antagonist of the film. I'm sorry, I have to do this with my freaking phone here, and his phone is just rocking. He plays David, and David, he's, let's say, Pedro Pascal, he does a very good job being the villain. He's very clever, sneaky, but Denzel is always 2 steps ahead of him most of the time, of course, because he's the main character. Now, the thing that you will basically remember about the main characters or the side characters is that the main characters here, they have a generic yet memorable of who's who on their personality wise. And what I'm trying to say is that Denzel, he's more of the serious, brooding type, and you have David, who's more calm and collected but nervous. Melissa, she's always smiling. She got a step in her beat, Everything's always cool. And Bill Pullman, he's just invisible. I'm sorry, but he's just really invisible. He's the 4th main character in the show, in the story. But Denzel shines throughout the movie all the way. And like I said, he takes a kid underneath his wing and basically teaches him right from wrong, like I said before. And this kid, he has a thing for art, you know, and his life is kind of mixed. His life is kind of mixed up due to what happened to a family member that was very tragic, and that side story is kind of generic as well. Yeah, so the film is excellent. I'll go see it again. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it very much. It was Antoine Fuqua. This is actually Antoine Fuqua and Denzel Washington's fourth collaboration working on, the same film. And this is the same time. This is not the same time, I'm sorry. The first time Denzel Washington actually starred in a sequel, as I was doing some of the research here. And I think that's about it. Yeah, the film is awesome. I like the story. The main story kind of shifts from back to main story to main story to side story over and over and over again, and it kind of go unhinges time to time. But other than that, the film is great. It's fine. It's a good time. Denzel was awesome. My name is Victor Walters, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. And also, I gotta change it to spoilers now because,